There's a lot of sound happening during a shoot, and you might be wondering what you should be recording first. Welcome to episode 2. The Indie Film Sound Guide is brought to you by PremiumBeat.com. Exceptional production music for film and video. So far, we've spoke about positioning the microphone to get the best results. Now let's talk about what you should actually be recording. If it's a narrative film you're making, I imagine it will have some form of dialogue. This is your highest priority. Don't worry about recording footsteps, pats on the back, coffee cups clinking, or any other sound effects just yet. All of these sound effects are a lot easier to reproduce. But if you don't get your dialogue, you'll spend a lot of time either trying to fix it in post or dubbing it back in. Right now, as the sound recordist, you just need to make sure you're getting clean dialogue takes. If your audio is compromised before action is called, such as buses going past or rowdy pedestrians outside, make the crew aware and you can wait it out. These things usually only last a few minutes at most. In the meantime, the rest of the team can record some reaction shots, inserts, or anything else which doesn't require audio being recorded. If the sound is compromised during a take, however, it is a common courtesy to continue rolling. A short interference of sound can be edited out just as long as you have a few cleaner takes to work with. I will talk more about this in a later episode about mixing. When recording dialogue, it is essential to mark the take and record a clap using a clapperboard or just your hands. A clap will generate a spike in the waveform, so you can use it as a pinpoint to synchronize your good audio with the camera's scratch audio. If you're recording your audio straight into the camera, it isn't as necessary, but it is a good habit to have anyway. If you forget to mark the start of the take, or maybe the clapperboard wasn't in shot, you can always do this at the end of the take, known as second sticks. If you notice the take wasn't marked with a clap, make everyone aware before the director yells cut. Syncing audio which doesn't have an audio spike is a pain to mix. Speaking of the director yelling cut, the camera operator and the sound recordist should only be cutting picture and sound when the official call has been made. When you start making films, cutting prematurely might be a habit you have to force yourself to break. If the director wants to continue rolling and you just cut sound, the shot will have to be marked again, slowing down production. So just keep rolling until they say cut. So that's step 2. Your priority is good, clean, loud dialogue. We'd like to thank PremiumBeat.com for providing the music for this episode. They're a great source of royalty-free tracks. We've been using them for years now, and if you need a great track for your film, go check them out. We've provided links in the video description below. This was episode 2 of the Indie Film Sound Guide. If you missed last week's episode all about positioning, it'll be linked in the video description. And if you're watching this at a much later date, the next episodes will also be linked. And we have an introduction video if you want to see what this series is all about.